Heyo, what's up? Happy Friday, welcome to the stream. How you doing? What up, Froggy, Dragos, Alberti, Odysseus? Christopher, what's up? Yeah, VWAP open, gross, I agree. Francisco, Lexit, what up? Tom, how you doing? Fleer, Abel. Ishak. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but good morning. Arnesis, Greaser, Eddie, Midnight, Greenfee, how you doing? Ricardo, Sonka, how you doing? Mike. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, by the way. It is Valentine's Day. Zach, Wookie, Grizz, how you doing? Florida, how you doing? Miguel, what's up? Ruben, how you doing? Olivier, CYB, Justin, Slee, Parshav, Tachyon, Diego, Adnan, Dan, Humza, Ish. All right, Ish. Jin, Seabass. I had a really nice day yesterday. Ended up pulling in about $600 on 4. Unfortunately, the other one that I was trading minis on, I could not keep alive. So that one's pretty much done. The other 4 though had a nice little bag, and then I did take I had a limit buy overnight. That did not work out, so I went for the buy here, previous day high. Everything is looking pretty bullish, so I want to get in long in this region here, and so I had this order in before I went to sleep, and I was just hoping that level would hold overnight, and you know, I could shoot for something higher. And we did get a really nice move off my entry. So I was in it for about, only 39 points about. And I stopped out, again, while I was sleeping. So that's why I'm starting the day red, but that's all right. I think it was worth a shot. I think it was not pretty decent for an attempt, and we just didn't really get the movement I was hoping for in pre-market there. So you need an OCO order? Well, it was an OCO order. I just wanted more than 40 points. I'm not putting risk on overnight for 40 points. Like, I'm shooting for like 22k out of there. I'm shooting for, 80 points. So didn't work out. So that's why you see the red P&L to start. But in general, the balance is looking decent on 3 of them, and then I still have that one lagger from the trade copier stuff going on. So, alrighty, that's where I'm at. Still feeling bullish, hard not to. Let's see, let's look at like the 4 hour. 4 hour I think looks pretty good. Nice little bull flag there in the 4 hour. And ES stone's throw from all-time highs, so I think we're about 40 points from all-time highs. Yeah, 43 points. And that looks pretty bullish too. So I think I prefer to stay on the long side. Hopefully we'll get some good price action because it is Friday going into a 3-day weekend. Monday is a bank holiday. It's President's Day, so I won't be streaming. I don't trade half days in the market. So that's all we got going on. And here we are, market's open. Let's end the week strong with a nice VWAP open. Damn, I hate a VWAP open. Didn't we have this on Monday or something? What's up, Cypher? How you doing? Pushing through its previous all-time high level. I just left it on my chart because sometimes it still has a little relevance, but we chopped all around it in Globex. Here's PDH. So this is kind of the area I was looking to buy at last night. Do I have any experience with coding? Not really. I mean, I've tried I tried learning when I was in middle school, but wasn't really the resources online at that time. So it was like in books and didn't really know even how to start. And so I think, you know, if I had like Code Academy and all that stuff when I was, you know, 12 years old, I may have gotten like really into it, but I think I had a hard time learning, so I never got into coding. And then when I was in high school, I did like a Visual Basic. It was called Visual Basic Gaming, and the teacher just did not teach. He literally did not teach, and so I again had a hard time learning. Like I wanted to try it, and was not taught well at all, and so I didn't get into it. And now, you know, I don't think I've got the right brain for it, to be honest. But I always thought it was very interesting. To use a CPR indicator. Yeah. Just making sure I don't flatline. Yeah, I was born in 88, Parshav, yep. So the very first thing, my grandpa gave me his old IBM computer. I think it was an IBM. And I think it had Windows 3.1. So Windows 3.1 is one of the first, I'm trying to think of the right terminology, but one of the first with like a GUI, a graphic user interface, as opposed to like DOS where it's like command prompts and stuff. I think Windows 3.1 was one of the first with like, you know, you have the mouse, you click on icons and stuff. And I found like what I would do is I would go through, click on every single application I could find, click on everything, right? Just to figure out what it did. That's just always been my thing, is I don't want to read about what something, I'm just going to click on it and see what happens. You know, that's just how I like to learn. And I clicked on QBasic, and QBasic was a very basic, it was basic programming language, or like a variation of it. And that's where I first tried learning some coding, was QBasic. And it was really fun. By the way, I wouldn't recommend going through and clicking on every single application on a computer. I did eventually, I bought a laptop on eBay when I was like in 6th grade. And I broke the laptop. I ruined the boot. Whatever needed to boot properly, I ruined it by just like clicking on everything. But then I had to learn how to fix it, and it took me a really long time, but I did fix it. So it was a great learning experience. I know, now it's like so, I feel like a little jealous because it's so easy to learn stuff now. Just like there's so many great resources, and you can learn everything you want to learn is at your fingertips, and it's free. And I think that's really awesome. But I don't know, maybe I'd be overwhelmed. I think I grew up at the perfect time, so I don't really feel, I mean, I still feel happy about growing up in the era I did. What 6th grader hangs out on eBay? Dude, I convinced my mom to sign up for eBay in like 2001 because I was like, this is cool. And, you know, if I wanted some cool piece of technology, I'd have to get it like 10 years late on eBay for like $90. The bad boys hang out on eBay, bro. Whether to hold a position in the market open, I like it. Yeah, no, I like holding into a market open if you're in good, because it can really rip. Like I did this, was it yesterday? And unfortunately, I sold too soon. But you know, if there's really nice consolidation, watch the open of yesterday where I'm in position. Obviously, I would like to have held that longer. I don't normally do it, but yeah, no, I think it's holding it open is great. Can be. Yeah, it's the boot sector. Something about that, like it's like autobat.exe or something like that. It was, I think, something I ruined there on the Windows 3.1 computer. What resources did you use to learn futures? I think maybe the most helpful has been Carmine's channel. Futures have really exploded in popularity in the last since I started trading. When I first started, not that many people traded futures. It wasn't that popular. Like, TBM was like one of the only live streams really of, you know, someone under the age of like 30 or 40 even doing some futures trading. Like, it wasn't nearly as popular as it is now with all these funding firms. You know, I think it really exploded it. eBay was new and cool back then. Yeah, it was just a way to get like, me and my friend, we bought an electric scooter, not like the bird scooter, not like the scooters we have now, but like a janky one. We bought on eBay and split the cost and would just take turns keeping it at our houses. But we bought on eBay for like, you know, $100-something or whatever. It was just a, you know, Amazon back then. Amazon really only sold books and maybe music, so it wasn't like it is now. Now I'm just an old timer talking about the glory years of the early aughts. MySpace on one screen, eBay on the other. That's right. Yeah, I know. You know, you could still do the eBay hustle of buying stuff in bulk from China and then selling it on eBay. I did that a little bit, but it's risky because these sites. I mean, there was like Alibaba and stuff, AliExpress. That was still there, but it always felt like a gamble. Like you might not get your items. Eric, I prefer NASDAQ. Yeah, eBay fees are, yeah, it kind of ruined, eBay shot itself in the foot there, I think. Their fees are terrible. All right, here we are under VWAP on NAS, and again, some more divergence with ES and NAS, as we've grown to expect. ES right there, PDH, NAS under VWAP. So let's see what happens. Gary did eBay and Amazon FBA. Oh, interesting. We Hail Mary the XFA that's almost at max DD. You know, they shut me out of a trade I was in yesterday. I actually was able to, so I ended the stream at like minus 1800. I ended up bringing it back to minus 1300. So I made like almost all my money back from that day. But I kept scalping away and took some losses. So I think what I would do is try to go either. You need like literally zero drawdown, so I think I'd just go with micros. See if I can get like one little winner. Give me like $80 or something. Give me like $100 of wiggle room, and then maybe go for like a mini and just kind of go for the Hail Mary. So we'll see. All right, back over VWAP now. Again, VWAP chop here on the VWAP open, so not ideal there. Maybe Dow's. I hate to say it. Maybe Dow's gonna be cleaner today. Let's see. Dow also had a VWAP open, so VWAP for everybody. Okay, am I trading gold today then? What's going on? Gold opened to under VWAP, so hey, that's something, isn't it? Hey, we got something different here. I don't even know. I've never traded gold, I don't think. Maybe I've done like one trade a long time ago, but never really traded gold. It's at 4-hour demand right now. Not that interested. Nice 690 supply right here. This is not the open I wanted here on a Friday. Just wanted a nice little price action the first hour and a half, and then it can do whatever it wants. I don't care. Ideally, I'd be grab my bags and go home at that point. Going the 3-day weekend, give me some opportunity. Come on. Now, I don't remember, I think with gold, like you should be trading micro, right? Micro gold, I imagine. I imagine the mini would be too dicey, too expensive. I wonder if a long would play out here. Feels a little too risky. It's just been in a downtrend, but let's see. Little triple top there and Globex. Bounce off of that swing low. That's pretty clean action there. But $10 a tick on gold. Yeah, that sounds expensive. How many ticks are there in a point? Are there 10 ticks in a point? So it's $100 a point then. And we got like, what is it to VWAP? Okay, so like $1,000 of VWAP. Okay. Yeah, that's not crazy. I mean, it seems somewhat similar to NASDAQ in terms of, I don't really know exactly how much it moves, what's like ATR is, but okay, yeah. So let's see. So like if you did want to set up a long to VWAP, probably a 1-to-1 if you want to do a low day, a little bit less. If you go into this swing, yeah, if you go under around there, seven points, maybe about 7 point stop, which is we said $10, $100 a point, so $700. Yeah, okay, so yeah, micros would probably make sense then. All right, maybe I'll try gold one of those days. Do you guys, anyone trade gold? Do you like it? Do you find it adheres to technicals pretty well? Look at this, oh my gosh, look at NASDAQ being a little garbage bag of a freaking index. Bro. It's Valentine's Day. Show us some love, NASDAQ. This is ugly. It's just fucking terrible, man. Come on. Trendline trade gold. All right. Maybe I'll keep an eye on gold. Look at ES pushing over PDH there. Now, we do have a nice 1 hour supply zone. We also hit 1 hour supply in Globex. If ES can top out, roll over a little bit, NAS can get a little downside momentum. I'd much rather stay on the long side, but it's not looking great right now. NASDAQ is teaching us today isn't about love, it's about capitalism. LOL. Yeah. You like gold a lot. It is most active a few hours before market open, then dies down pretty quick. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why I don't trade it. Not in a good time zone for it. I'd like to see us get the pop to at least 1 hour supply at 41 on ES. I mean, it does kind of feel like we might be setting up for a drop here. I don't know. Could just be chop land though. I mean, I still like the 4 hour, but you can see like that wick we put in on the 4 hour in Globex here. A nice 62 point wick, so that can screw you up. Let's see if we can just start moving in a direction like at least ES is kind of doing something. Anything's better than NASDAQ right now, unfortunately. Dow kind of looks okay. More similar to ES here. I would maybe consider a long. I don't really want to force any trades either, is the thing. Nice 4-hour demand there. Got some 4-hour supply, kind of. Maybe right there. Got some 2-hour supply right there. IWM better? Okay, let's look at the Russ. You guys want to tussle with the Russell? It's not so dissimilar here. Get some levels on here. Okay. So Tyler, how you doing? Yeah, I mean Russell's got some juice behind it, so that's not bad. Like the slice through there, that's good. Yeah, I think you're right, Jim. I think the Russell may be the better option out of what we've looked at. Again, ES looking for the pop to 41, see what happens there. Did NASDAQ finally wake up a little bit? NASDAQ did finally go wake up a little bit. Okay. We'll see. Maybe there's hope for the NASDAQ yet. Maybe it'll turn into some sort of something. So we're at a PDH here. And again, this is similar to where I entered last night. I entered right here at previous all-time highs and then took the stop. But it's an interesting spot. Again, 4-hour looks decent for a push higher. Micro Russell, that's pretty small. I've traded IWM, RTYs, RTY minis, you know. What is it? Just RTY H5, right? Yeah, every once in a while I'll take a Dow trade, Mig. A little rejection there, PDH. VIX down to 16 bucks. Some new lows on VIX. I think it's the new lows on this contract. Yeah. New lows on VIXy. Old VIXy boy. Keep an eye on that. All right, through PDH there, and here's 41 on ES. This is what I've been wanting to see. So let's see if we can push on through it and get up to the next 1-hour supply zone. This is where we rejected off Globex on ES. So we rejected 46 3/4, and I have supply at 45 3/4. Still pretty gross looking. 5-minute could start looking a little cleaner here, depending. But that was ES, nice tap there, 41s. Let's push on through it. Got plenty of room to the upside. Is you playing for Valentine's? I can't tell you, it's a secret, bro. Only my Valentine knows. Could you explain the supply zones you draw and where you form that bias? Well, let's start on the higher time frames. You're looking for rally-based rallies, rally-based drops, drop-based drops, drop-based rallies. So you're looking for a nice impulsive move, and you're looking at the candle previous to that move, and you want to see a basing candle of the opposite color. And then that can start your supplier demand zone, depending. Use them for years. I love them. Kind of interested in a long on micro wrestle. I don't know what, I think 2 contracts would be like not much money at all, right? I don't remember. Wrestle is $50 a point or something, right? Something like that. So it's $5 a point. If I do 2, it's 10 a point. So it's like $60 if we get to move back to the highs. It's all right. Let's see what NAS does here. ES did his supply and rejected. I'd like to see PDH or at least a 120 hold. B size according to stop loss limit. Yeah, essentially. News? I don't think there's a lot of news today. We've gotten through most of the news. Yeah, I don't see any red folder news on my Financial Juice dashboard. So I like PDH test and hold there. Might be worth a long. Let's try it. I'm gonna go long here. Let's see, I could give it down to VWAP. Something like that. As far as the upside, we got overnight highs. I like to at least sweep that. Let's see if we get a little juice out of this. I don't know though. Feels a little barfy to be technical about things. Midnight, you're going to pass trading under these conditions? Not a bad idea. Yeah, forming a classic barf pattern, right? What's up, Evan? How you doing? I like my entry all right. I just want to see some follow through now. No, I said follow through. Not rejection wick. Doing great. Spent your entire afternoon at IKEA. LOL. I'm doing fine. Yeah, barf is better acknowledge really fast. Yeah. Better acknowledge really fast. Capital preservation. As Eddie said at his opening comment, capital preservation Friday. Yeah, gonna have to get out and push the market here in a minute. Yeah. Let's put it neutral. Christopher's gonna push. See how far we can get. See if we can get to 168 with it. What did Russell end up doing? I like buys around, I think it was 01, something like that. I'll take this trade on the account that's pretty much blown. Oh, I should have meant to do one. I did two. Whoops. So we'll see. See if I can make it out of this one alive and keep this account going. But it's pretty much done. See how that one shakes out. Just hold. I mean, I'm planning to adhere to this. These parameters right now. Buyers need more coffee. They might need something stronger than coffee. Let's get them some amphetamines. How do I even learn to understand this? Little by little. Tradings can be daunting because there's so much that you don't know, right? And everything just looks like nonsense at first. And you just learn little by little. You don't have to understand it all. It's kind of like if you ever go and see videos or photos of like a recording studio. A lot of them have the large format console, right? 128 channels of potential things, and each one has. Let's just look. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. There's some parallels here. Right, so you walk into the studio, you see a big ass console like this. An SSL, something that looks so daunting. If you've never stepped foot in a recording studio before, you've no freaking idea what you're looking at. But when you get it broken down and you realize, okay, once I just learn one strip, I can multiply, that applies across the rest of the 127 channels, however many there are. And then you have the master section, which you learn the master section, and that's not overly complicated either usually. And so then it really becomes simplified, and you know what to look at, you know what to ignore, right? It's like not that different. And trading, you start to understand what we're looking at, and then I don't need to look at every single line all the time. I can ignore 90% of these lines, and then when we get close to it, I'm watching it and It's just that you start to accumulate knowledge, and it's not something you have to learn all at once. See if VWAP holds here. Nice little drop. My stop's just underneath here. So now I look at this trend line, now that we're close to it, seeing if this trend line holds. Okay, I like that hold. Pretty nice. If we had better price action today, that would mean something. This looks like it's picking up down to the downside a little bit of momentum here, so it might just come get me here. Yeah, stopped out there. Flair, thanks for joining the channel. Appreciate the support. So, could not hold PDL. And nice drop through VWAP. ES, VWAP bounce. So what's Meta doing? Why is Meta parabolic? Who's getting excited about Meta? What are you talking about? Meta's flat on the day. I mean, I guess it just dropped like $3. That's not, I don't know. Yeah, it looks choppy. It actually does look choppy, Kane. Looks a little kind of all over the place there. So, is that a bottom tick stop out for me? Let's hope not. It might be. Dang, it might be a bottom tick stop out there. I do like that the lower wick, reclaim a VWAP. I like that all right. ES was pretty clean on its VWAP hit there. Oh, I did take the loss on the Russell trade for the other account. Another bottom tick stop out. I just didn't have the margin available to give it any more wiggle room. So, no point on that one. Kev liked the stream. Show that support, he said. I told you to hold, Dan. I did. I held to the parameters of my trade, bro. What else can you ask for? That's just, you know, gave us some room under VWAP, gave us some room under the trend line, and sometimes it's not enough room, and that's okay. If even that's not enough room, then I need better entries. That's what that means to me. I gave it 27 points, so I think I need better entries. Bro, don't tell me I should have held that anymore. I already explained the trade. I don't have a crystal ball, man. And you're talking in hindsight. It's not like I killed it early. Nice VWAP bounce on ES, straight back up to supply. It's high of day there. Dude, I'm like, I will throw you in timeout, dude. Just fucking chill. Like, you'll see, like, bro, I wanted the long side. I gave it a shot where I felt it was reasonable, and I gave it a reasonable stop. And that's just the way it shakes out sometimes. So don't tell me you'll see, should have done this, should have done that. That's not helpful. It's just annoying. What's up, Dylan? Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the comment. VIX still chilling at the lows. ES ticking new highs. I feel like NAS will follow suit here. I think I was just a little early on my entry, even though I still like it. You know, just this consolidation above PDH here definitely looks reasonable for a breakout higher right there. So I don't mind the entry there. I think it's just fine. So we can wait to see if it actually gets some momentum, and then maybe a retest this IBH, this current IBH level, this high day. If it actually does get some juice higher into the 50s, a retest I think would be a reasonable entry too. ES is doing ES things, grinding higher. Next target is 45 3/4. And we also have overnight highs that it could potentially sweep too. So pretty good spot up here to watch for a good target if you're long on ES. And if you're long on NASDAQ too, I would also watch ES to see what happens up there. Could you trade one of your accounts hold till EOD style? Yeah. Yeah, that could be interesting. I mean, Joe does that with great success. And, you know, he's good at it, and I think he probably knows when not to do it as well. But yeah, you know, above PDH, he usually likes to be long and hold long. So yeah, that stop out does sting a little bit. But you know, when you're placing that, you're like, okay, should I place it under 100? Well, we've already spent some time under 100, and you know, then I have to put it all the way down under 90. Then I might as well put it, you know, down here, and then you're like, okay, well, if I'm entering up here, do I still want to be in this trade if we go all the way down and push new lows? Not really. So you gotta, I think that stop is actually a decently placed stop there. It just didn't work out that time. Okay, Taylor, you want to find out about timeout? You got it, buddy. See you later. It's not about how I'm trading, it's about the comments and whether or not I deem them to be a little excessive. So, now you know what timeout's like. Enjoy it. See you next week, maybe. Yeah, it wasn't a bad trade. I think it was a fine trade. I'm not trading like shit. I think both my trades were pretty good. That one there, pre-mark or Globex overnight, and this one here. I like both of them. And sometimes it doesn't go your way. That's called trading. So, just the way it goes. So here we are, coming up into this area. Look at the ellipse here on ES I drew. I am curious to see what happens here. 1 hour supply, overnight highs. We'd like to see us sweep it, move higher. So we'll see. All right, so I mentioned we push into the 50s, potential retest of previous highs. You can see other people, look at that order book, you can see other people have a similar idea. I think, is SPY pushing new all-time highs here? Yeah. So new all-time highs on SPY. Interesting. Not yet on ES. ES still has ways to go. Made you go long? Well, the market's been freaking resilient. 4 hour looked good. 4 hour looked good to the long side. And consolidation on top of PDH seemed reasonable enough. You know, like I'm not shorting this. No reason to short that the way I see it. So that's why I like the long side. I wanted to stick on the long side. That's why I mentioned since pre-market. Anyway, I don't know. We're not there yet. I might join the crowd here and long around 42. Nice. You're 0.1 point from being stopped out, like a tick. I don't think you can do 0.1 points on NAS, but unless it's like what NAS was the 4x equivalent maybe. I'm glad you didn't get stopped out. Nice. Eric, nah. I mean, I got heat map right here. I don't need book map. But I also don't really use the heat map very often. It's more helpful on ES than it is NQ. NQ, it moves like a crackhead. I can't really make heads or tails of that. The ES one is a lot more legible, but even that, I don't use it very often. ES, nice little pullback there. Here's its previous high, so a similar trade to what I'm looking for on NAS is about to hit on ES. And it looks like I might get filled here. Okay, I'm filled long then, 2 micros. We'll see if we can get more continuation. I really want to see ES push overnight highs, which seems very plausible. In which case NAS ideally follows the suit and gets up, pushes its all-time high, overnight highs. And then there's a decent trade on my hands. So let's see how that works out. How about that entry? I mean, we can actually, if we get some actual continuation, that is, that's a bottom tick entry, so that's good. Let's see if we can get that sustained move higher and not just rejection wicks. Will you continue live streaming from now on? Yeah, dude, I've been live streaming since last March, so coming up on a full year of live streaming. So yeah, I enjoy doing it. Okay, that's enough, dude. If you're new to this chat, you gotta relax. You gotta adapt to the vibe of the chat. You can't come in so hot. If you're not gonna match the vibe of the chat, I don't want you in here. I can tell who's alone on Valentine's Day based off how spicy chat is, man. Y'all need to fucking chill. Let's have a good time. This is a chill stream. If you want to be an aggro douchebag, go over to PW stream. Have a great time there. But we're not going to do that here. I like streaming, and I'm not going to let people ruin it. So. All right, so a little further probe lower, 130s. Are you mostly trading breakouts and retests? I do trade a fair amount of those, yeah. I actually do trade a fair amount of retests and breakouts, yeah. That's fair. All right, back in my entry here. Speeding up, the tape's speeding up a little bit here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's any news or anything. think at this point, I would probably consider tightening up my stop loss to go underneath this little dip we just had. I'm not really sure I'd want to stay in it if we push that. So hopefully, you know, I feel like lately a lot of these trades I'm in start moving my way and then reject. A lot of my shorts have done that because it's been in kind of a buy the dip mode. So hopefully the long is less susceptible to that. We'll see what happens here as we approach overnight highs. What's up, Griffin? How you doing? Sour Plan, I don't know. I like clicked a button and it installed on my Discord automatically. It's like super easy. Okay, stopped out there. The micro got there first, then the mini. Yeah, it's kind of whips on around here. Don't really like 320 is a bit much for these accounts. Don't really like that one bit. So this is not really turning into a session I enjoy trading. I think Midnight might have had the right idea here. See if this trend line holds on ES there. Bonds are going wild. What did Russell end up doing? So VWAP there. Interesting. I wonder if VWAP's a good buy on Russell. Don't really want to see the 1 hour retrace that much. It's like SPY poked new all-time highs and then just kind of rejected immediately. Yeah, Russell, look at that 2 hour wick we're putting in. It's pretty big. Yeah, I guess it's not really inspiring confidence to the long side. We'll see. Let's see if ES can hold this trend line and then try overnight highs one more time. I mean, VWAP's still low. Or sorry, VIX. VIX is still low. Here's VWAP and the trend line here on ES. Sundog, I appreciate. I have not mastered emotions. I know, not yet. But it's the thing is with the VWAP open, it's not ideal, right? So you kind of know going in, not great. And so the two trades I've had, I think they were fine. Like that's a good entry there. Did not get the continuation. Good entry there, but we had to do a little bid check first. And almost was able to get out of that one with some profit, but got close to bottom tick, stopped out. So I think it'd be more frustrating if I'm just like completely wrong, or just completely. It's just more frustrating when you're just really not seeing things clearly, and instead it's just it's slidey price action here, and it's just the way it goes. So it is should be a capital preservation Friday, like Eddie had said. I have not checked the report on Motivwave. I have before, but not with these accounts. Like these accounts are new, so it's not really that enlightening. It'd be more enlightening if you had a few months of data at least. Added short. Wow, you're adding in these conditions. All right, good luck. You want to see ES crack this trend line, Zachary. Otherwise, I'd be a little nervous. I'm a little nervous for your short position just because it's kind of whipsawy, and this is the bottom of this channel that little ES is in. So I'm a little nervous for it. I think being absolutely wrong is more tilting than being right, but being bottom or top ticks topped out. Well, no, that's really frustrating. But this one, I don't really. I mean, yeah, it was annoying, but I don't. It wasn't that tilting to me, just because price action is kind of garbagey. So going into that trade, price action is kind of garbage. So you're putting yourself in you're putting risk on in a choppy environment. So it's like you kind of. Not that I deserve it, but yeah, kind of deserve it. If you're gonna put risk on in this kind of chop, you have to be willing to have some bad beats, And yeah, that's not as tilting as some of the other stop outs I've had. That one didn't bother me as much for whatever reason. No, we just looked at gold Darius. I never trade gold, but we just looked at it and was talking about it. Oh, we're dipping lower here on gold. For our demand down here would be interesting. A lot of aggressive sells on ES, but price not really moving, so it's being absorbed by passive buyer. I don't know. I'm not seeing too much aggression out of the sellers. There's some nice hits there. Ever slammed your desk due to a trade? Hell yeah. I've punched a monitor. Punched a freaking monitor before. Yeah, it's real, man. The frustration gets real. And I used to, when I played poker, online poker, if you got a bad beat, I would just slam the shit out of the mouse. Like, I'd break my computer mice from a bad beat. That was in my early 20s. Is YouTube your full-time job? Yeah, it's been my full-time job since like late 2017 is when I started doing it full-time. Dan had to buy a whole new PC because someone said TVM was the first one to use a BPM monitor. Yeah, that's true. I did a spit take all over my Mac Studio and ruined it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what, like poker. If you can get all in with pocket aces pre-flop, mathematically you have to do it. And a bad beat would suck. This is coffee in here, bud. Coffee here, water here. Dang, do you just have monitors in the reserve? No, I used the broken one for a while, and then I finally bought a new one. I used to have monitors in reserve. LG sent us like, they sent us like 9 ultra-wide monitors or something when we had a co-working space in LA. And so we had a lot of monitors for a while. It's a nice hold there, VWAP and trendline there on ES. So I was nervous for him exactly. Now, maybe you can still get like a head and shoulders out of this, for the downside. Just trying to think if I would still feel a little bit of hope for your position. Maybe you get a little head and shoulders and a snap lower, but oh, you said taking the L. Okay, never mind then. What happened to those monitors? Some we sold. Some we gave to some friends. And then I'm using some of them now. I don't have any extra monitors now. I'm looking to get a fourth. You didn't go Boss Man Jack in the poker table, did you? I don't know that reference. If I was hiding them, I would have a fourth monitor right here, but I don't. Has anyone else been struggling in February? Yeah, I think February's been a little tricky, to be honest. What's a good beginner desktop to use for trading? I don't think it really matters, to be honest. I don't think it really matters when you're starting out, you know? Like if you're starting out, you could use a very simple program just to get you going. You don't need to be on Sierra chart with 4 monitors, you know? My mother-in-law said, show Daniel some love on this Valentine's Day and hit that thumbs up. Don't disappoint my mother-in-law, guys. What's up, Andre? How you doing? Well, we're not really doing much of anything here. Gold coming into 4-hour demand here. Again, I don't trade gold. Probably would have to do it on a practice account first. How much drawdown do you have left? To negative 1,400, I think. So I think I have $1,700 of drawdown. Yeah, Grizz, that might be best. Here's for our demand on gold here. See if that gives it any sort of bounce. Again, I never really use supply and demand on gold, but should work like all the others. How much is a Topstep account? Is it worth it? Well, to do a combine, it's $50, and if you pass within a month, then you get the next step is the funded account, XFA, and that costs $149 to activate. So all in for 50K, you'd be $200 if you don't fail the combine. $200, and that'll give you $2,000 worth of drawdown. Put in 5 days of $200 or more, you get payout of 50% of the balance. So it depends. Up to you if you think it's worth it. If it, you know, to me it's worth it. I like it. I like having the limited, downside. In my personal account, it is possible to lose the entire balance. So in my opinion, I like it. And there's decent upside available when you're copy trading too. You can make if you're a good trader, you can make a pretty good living from it. So up to you whether you think that's worth it. You don't need to pay for market data with Topstep. It comes with, it's part of the cost. No, I don't run Sour Planet. No, I hate running. I hate it. When you pass the funding, how much can you actually take out? You can take 50% of the profit after 5 days at $200 or more. So, if you make $10,000, you can definitely, you can withdraw $5,000, assuming you have 5 days at $200 or more. Do you think prop firms prey on novice traders? I'm sure some do. It's opening up the doors, right? So you're giving access to more drawdown to someone who, ideally does not want to risk $2,000 or $5,000 of their own money. And so, yeah, definitely beginners are attracted to it. I try to tell beginners not to do it. Just definitely don't waste you don't want to get caught in a cycle of failing these combines. It's not It's not easy. If you think about a 50K, we talked about this in the Discord yesterday. If you think about a 50K combine, don't think about it as a 50K account. Think about it as a $2,000 account, because that's what it is. It's a $2,000 account, and you're trying to make $3,000 with a $2,000 account. 150%. Well, you know, I guess 1.5. So that's not easy to do. So you really, you shouldn't do it as a new trader. It's hard. How much do you curl? I don't. Right now I'm not working on weight. I'm working on my form. I have like back problems. So personal trainer, we're not really pushing a lot of weight right now. We're just trying to really fix some things so that my body can handle more weight. Well, this price action sucks. What did gold end up doing here at demand? Sinking through it. Yeah, it's strong selling here. What's Russell doing? Through VWAP. Dow. Through VWAP. Yeah, nothing really interesting to trade at the moment. Yeah, Parshav, I agree with that advice. Paper trade, maybe spend $20 a month on data. Maybe less than that, maybe $8 or $6. I think data can be pretty cheap. And then you got to take the paper trading seriously, or you're just wasting your time. Not bad, Grizz. I think this week has been pretty crappy from a price action standpoint. We had a couple good days of price action, and I did not really do well on those days. Yesterday I did well, I guess. But let's see, was it Monday or Tuesday that had like, I think it was Monday that had the nice bull trend up. I did not trade that day well. That's why one thing when we have like really good price action and you're red, that's hard because you realize you don't always, those days are like a gift, you know, and you really want to maximize your reward on those days. And so when you don't trade well or get red on a day with beautiful price action, it's extra frustrating because you feel like you squandered an opportunity. All right, so here's VWAP, trend line on NAS. We're sitting on VWAP on ES as well, right around where we opened. I guess I'd like this to hold and we go for the upside one more time, but we've already put in like a little higher or a little higher there, and I think it might just be one of those days, but I'd still like to see another attempt higher because I don't really like, I mean, the short side right now is like 4 hour. If you look at the 4 hour, I think we're still got to lean on the long side here. So hopefully this holds here. I think it's a decent entry spot here again. I've tried this entry a few times around here, and risk is pretty tight, which I like about it, and reward is pretty good. So I kind of feel like I gotta grab this here, but also price action's garbage, and I don't have to feel like I need to trade this either. I tried calisthenics. Yeah, I've done a lot of calisthenics. That's why I've done more than heavy lifting, is that kind of stuff. Okay. I don't know. I think, you know, if we had a day with a little different price action and a similar level, you know, similar type of entry, I would certainly take it. I still might take it, but yeah. The problem with VWAP opens is it just tends not to really respect VWAP going forward. I'd be looking for a long here, Andre. But again, I don't find it overly convincing. I would want ES to kind of get out of this little downtrend it's been in. And I'm not sure if it's going to do that. I don't know. Yeah, you think we give it VWAP? I'm not. I kind of agree with you, and that's why I'm not grabbing this right here. Is it does feel like it just might, even if it reclaims it, I could just see it just knifing through it like it did earlier. And in which case, I'd rather buy on this side of the knife, on that side of things, than buy to the left of it, right? So I don't have to weather that. And there's VWAP now, and ES through VWAP there. You know, it rejected that trend line on the other side of it, and I don't really like that when it does that. Yeah, good thing you were busy this morning, Green Fee. Not ideal price action for this Friday. November, you passed your first 150K challenge, and you told me congrats and to size down. Of course I didn't. Just passed my 6th one with MCL MGC today. You passed 6 challenges, is it what you're saying? How are you doing on those XFAs or the funded accounts? Well, let's see. Here's VWAP to the other side now. ES looks like it wants lower here. This could actually be a decent short entry on NAS, but yeah, it's just feels a little forced, to be honest. VIX is starting to pick up a little bit, so you know, don't hate the short idea. And you know, maybe it's interesting with SPY ticking new all-time highs and then kind of rejecting. Maybe that's interesting. I bought more Nvidia last night, Grizz. I bought 5 more shares, so I'm loaded, bro. Alright, let's see if I can grab a piece of this. We're kind of picking up speed here. Let's see if we can get some follow through here. I don't know if we'd go all the way down there or not, but Marcus, I won't be here Monday. It's a bank holiday, so it's like a half day in the markets. I don't trade it, so I won't be streaming Monday, but I'll see you Tuesday. ES getting to its opening low there. I like the instant, move away from my target. But again, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of my shorts, I get an initial move in my direction, and then I get a buy up wick, and I get stopped out. So I need to see that continuation. I haven't been getting that a lot lately. Come on. Is that it? We're just going to tap the lows on ES? Gross, dude. Might be willing to give us a few extra points here. Let's see. Eddie, did you not do Capital Preservation Friday? I didn't either, man. Do I have Carmine's course? Yeah. Why you don't let your trade breathe? I think I am letting it breathe as much as I'm willing to let it breathe. Giving it 20 points. I think 20 points is plenty. I can't trade 5 micros. What's up, Twisty? How you doing? Gabagool.
Gabagool.
I don't like how this 5 minute's going to close out, really. Back up to 6138 and then down. 6138. PDH. Maybe. All right, Greenfeet. Catch you later. Have a good weekend. I don't own Palantir. I have not been keeping up with equities so much. May consider killing this one early here. I don't really like. Let's see. I think I'm giving it to like this kind of trend line here on ES, and if it pops up a bit above that, then I'll also be out on NAS here. So I think that's enough room for this trade. Is it Gabagool or Gabadrool? I call him Gabadrool sometimes. He doesn't drool too much though. Yeah, 6138 PDH, yeah. Previous day high. $15-minute, not really inspiring confidence for this short. Gonna tighten it up a little bit here. 31 will be my stop. Don't really feel good about it at the moment. ES looks like it might be breaking this little downtrend here. And I'll take the stop there. All right, that's not my day, man. Not my day at all. Just gross stuff. Yeah, tough going. Tough going. I just need to, when we get those VWAP opens, just need to not trade at all, I think. That's something I think will be beneficial. I know 4 hours looking bullish, that's what I've been saying, but can't trade this though. Can't scalp. Can't trade the 1 minute, 5 minute on this, even the 15 minute. All right, Evan, have a good weekend. See you later. So 1OP, I haven't been using the 1OP as much lately. Still got it up, but it hasn't been as relevant as usual. Have you tried RSI divergence? I've tried all those kind of indicators. Look at that exit. The minis didn't even get there yet. The minis didn't even get to 31. I think the micros, micros must have, you know. Yeah, don't top tick me. At least push through it there. Twisty, I've had the BPM heart rate monitor for about 2 weeks now, I think. Thanks, Patrick. Glad you like the heart rate. This is really low right now. I feel like usually it's around 72 or so. So 5 minute, holding VWAP. You ever see those stops and think, damn, if only I could get entries like that. Yeah, no kidding, right? Imagine that buy right there. Imagine that as a buy. Ooh, sick. Yeah, I still like this is the target where the ellipse was drawn earlier on ES. I still like this as the target, so, you know, wick the low there from the open and back on up, so. I'm gonna I reset the practice count, so I'm gonna see if the practice count's refreshed when I reopen this. My biggest trade was I think 403 points per shove. All right, practice count's refreshed here. I kind of want to try the long. Obviously with trade 10, because why not? Oh, it's 10 micros, dang it. I always do that, flat, and I want to trade 10 minis, of course. Maybe I can get in better, though. No? All right, let me just mark it in. Mark it in 10 minis. Let's see if we can get a move. I want overnight highs on NAS. No, that background, that photo is actually it's Boise, Idaho. We went on a road trip with the boys. Stopped in Boise. Should smoke a bowl and show us your BPM. I want to see what happens. For science, right, Grizz? Have you been able to maintain profitability throughout this year? No. No, not off to... Started off the first couple weeks strong and then got a little slacked discipline. No, I don't, Nathan, no. Do you only trade New York session? Mostly. It's mostly the only thing I want to trade. It's just the best time to trade these indices, I think. M. Smith, no, I don't really trust Apex, to be honest with you. You know, that call leaked with like one of the, I don't know if it's a CEO or somebody. They're talking about kind of like messing with traders who are profitable, like trying to get in their heads so they kind of mess up. I don't really like that at all. I don't trust them. Nice move here. So Long's working out on NAS. ES isn't really doing much. I don't know, NAS just all of a sudden got a little life to it. Nvidia up about 2%, doing pretty good. Yeah, this is a pretty good trade. Of course, the one profitable trade I take is on the practice account, right? That's just how it goes. It's just science, man. Oh my gosh, why is my heart rate so low? That feels weird. I mean, I just drank some coffee. Maybe the heart rate's like slipping off of my, it's like not tight against the skin or something. Dan, have a good weekend. Yeah, I'm going into hibernation. Malik, you're going to get banned if you say I told you. My exit's 163, and guess what? 160 would not have gotten filled. So it's not any different than where I'm at right now. I'm looking for a sweep into overnight highs. Hey, I was short here, bro. Well, you lose money. I'll lower this like a tick or two here. Ain't nothing to short here. There's the fill. Told you Told you we're gonna sweep overnight highs. See, it's not fun saying told you. My favorite music to produce / listen to, they're different. I like pop punk. I like some kind of indie rock stuff. I don't know how you describe it. The music I produce that I like making is more similar to what you're listening to now. Evan, I have the 1 minute, the 15 minute, and the 5 minute. So nice move there. Obviously would have been been nice to have been on a real account there. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Oh man. I think chill music's kind of fun to make because you can just kind of like, you're just trying to create a certain mood, you know? You're just trying to make it kind of hypnotic in a way, and it's kind of fun. You about to long 5 minis and let this hoe ride? I'll either end Friday with bottle service or crying. Maybe don't do that on a day like today. Alberti, it's from the movie Bruce Almighty, which we talked about the other day. It's an old movie. Like 20 years old or something. Opinion on trailing stop loss? I use trailing stop loss, but I much prefer having a target and having it smash my target. That's because with the trailing stop loss, you're always giving back money, and with a target, not necessarily, you know. And it's just you're selling into strength as opposed to selling into weakness. Do I trade based on experience / intuition? It's not intuition, it's experience and screen time, price action. It's just understanding what the market's trying to tell you and seeing if you can piece together something that makes sense to put risk on. The sequel was Evan Almighty. I never watched that one. The sequel's almost never as good. What do you think? You think we hold overnight highs here and push? ES kind of just really died out here. So to not hold overnight highs. ES, it would have been better if ES was also up there. So short on ES, maybe we'll get some follow through at least. Maybe we can get another maybe triple bottom this thing. That'd be nice. Let's see if we can smash through this 15-minute demand zone that was just created. If we get a little bounce on this 15-minute demand zone, I might short it just for fun. See if we can get a nice knife down, maybe to 100. But again, this is just practice account stuff. So, you know, I never want people following my trades, but definitely not this kind of stuff. This is complete, just for fun here. Did get a little bounce off 15-minute demand. ES bouncing off PDH there. So I'm gonna hold off for a second. This is why I use demand zones. Again, this is to the tick bounce off 15-minute demand, and if you don't have that marked on your chart, and you're short, you have no idea why we bounced there. You didn't even have a chance to scale out probably. So I find them very useful. Just saying, I'm not selling anything related to supply and demand, but I would recommend learning how to mark your charts up, because that was just a really clean freaking bounce. You can see I marked that real time. You can see when I marked it, how I marked it. Just saying. Bounce was yesterday's high? No, yesterday's high is down here. ES bounced at yesterday's high, but not NAS. And there's been divergences all freaking morning with these guys. So if you're trading NAS and you're looking for the PDH bounce, you didn't get it. NAS bounced at 15-minute opening range. Yeah, I mean, it was the opening high, essentially, but 15-minute was literally to the tick. Whereas the 15-minute opening range is not to the tick, it's down here. So a tick, it's a couple ticks below it. So I'm just saying, that demand zone's accurate as can be. It obviously doesn't always happen, but you don't have absolutes like that in trading, but not bad. What are your plans for today? It's a secret, guys. It's a secret. No, I gotta go. I probably gotta go grocery shopping. I gotta go work out at the gym, and then have some dinner with Rachel. And it's freaking freezing outside. It's 14 degrees right now. It's freezing. Maybe we'll find a movie or something to watch. 15-minute line is what I was just talking about. It's 15-minute demand. Hey, there's Joe. You'll be long the rest of the day. You trust this stuff on Friday, bro? I don't know, man. I don't like it. Thanks, CYB. Appreciate it. How come such bad retail news today pushed markets higher? Market's been absorbing bad news lately. So make of that what you will. See, Alberti. Meta is making AI robots. Great. Yeah, I definitely trust Zuck to make freaking AI robots. No one ever learns anything. Did you guys not watch iRobot with Will Smith? Did that teach you nothing? But hey, if we get to use ChatGPT to answer our dumbass questions, oh, it's all worth it. Oh, freaking doomed, man. I did see that, Grizz. How'd you have the 15-minute demand? Look at the 15-minute chart down here, bottom left. Find an impulse candle. Look to the left, find a basing candle the other color. I draw at the top of the body for supply. Or sorry, for demand, top of the body. So that's what that line is. And I worked out to the tick. Again, doesn't always do it, but it does it enough where I use it because I've seen it do that enough times where it's relevant. Peter, yes, you're going to have to make more money, I think. Not much, but I think they're going to make you make an additional, what, like $80 or something? I think so. There is a little wiggle room, but that sounds like a little too much. Oh, man. Yeah, the buffer is $160 wide. I think at most it's, yeah, $50 wiggle room, says Tyler. Yeah, it's probably around $50, maybe, yeah, less than 100, I think. Song always reminds you of Mars Volta. Probably the high vocals. Features, it's like a half day, I think, on Monday. So I don't trade half days. They're not usually that great. Olivia says, hit the likes. Hit the like button. Yeah, we broke 100. That's good. Not bad. But, you know, if we could break 150, well, that would certainly make my mom proud. Oh, man. Yeah, take $72 and call that a successful day, honestly. That is not ideal. Yeah, you guys, I'm sure you guys want me to sing Michael Jackson at 150 likes. Yeah, right. My voice only goes up that high when I'm doing Herbert the Pervert voice. Like the stream for a day drinking dance stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go day drink on Valentine's Day before I gotta go freaking be an adult and stuff. Yeah, right. Nice, Michael. Nice job not taking any trades today. Catch you on Tuesday. Yeah, if you didn't take any trades today, I think I would chalk that up as a success. I wish I was there with you. You don't trust me saying I'm going to do things? He said sub 100 likes, the shirt comes off, and it hasn't come off. I don't think I've ever said that, Chris. I think you're conflating what you said with what I said. You're clawing out of the red at this time? I mean, if you're doing it successfully good, I'd be hesitant to try to claw out of the red on a day like today. It's just not... You know, when the price action is cleaner, it's a lot easier to do that. Is this a high or low? Sorry, is this a low or high? Or are we gonna pump? I still wanted ES to get up into overnight highs. Still hasn't done that. It's been waiting all freaking morning for that. I would think we can get the push higher here, but again, not super trustworthy. I love that demand zone tab, man. That's just a thing of beauty. Does not happen like that all the time. You guys are funny. Well, that's the thing with the 1OP is it's gonna do its own thing. Whereas, you know, you get, you know, MACD or whatever other indicators, they're always gonna like kind of conform to the market as the market does stuff. But the 1OP is gonna do its own thing, man. And sometimes it's gonna be spot on. Other times, yeah, you can't rely on it like you can in other times. So I haven't been able to rely on it as much lately. So I've taken a lot of trades counter to what the 1OP says when oftentimes I won't. What's your favorite food to make / eat? I like Mexican food a lot. Make a lot of tacos around here. That's probably my favorite. I like Italian food too. All right, for some YouTube poll testing. Yeah, what do you want? What do you want me to? Some tube poll testing. What do you want me to do? I wouldn't hate along if I could get in. I mean, this isn't the worst spot, but just with the choppiness, like around here would feel a lot better. 50, a little lower in the 50s. I mean, even as low as I can get. Best meal. Thing is, it's such a hard. It's hard with a global audience with meals because, you know, if you don't live in North America, chances are you don't have good Mexican food by where you live. Like I had a coworker from Moldova, and he was like, Mexican food is just such a part of American culture too, or it's just like part of the cuisine. And he was like, how would you explain Mexican food to somebody? And I was like, oh, I never thought about like not being familiar with Mexican food because here it's just such a given. He's from Moldova, which is former Soviet Union, small country. And I was like, dang, I can't imagine living someplace without good Mexican food. That would suck. Okay, we'll do a poll. Who is? Let's just figure out where you guys watching from. Like, where do you live? North America, South America, Africa. I don't know if I can do 4 options or 5 options. I mean, okay, we'll. I don't think I have a large audience from. Should I cut South America or Africa? Because there's definitely probably more people from Asia. I might cut South America. Sorry if you're from South America. I don't think there's a ton from South America. Let's just see. Here, what continent do you live? Again, sorry if you're from South America. They only give me 4 options. If you're from South America, you can tell me in chat. Okay. Keep it going, guys. This is actually really interesting. Dan's collecting our data, yeah. Like YouTube doesn't already give me all this analytics and stuff. Yeah, just from a time of day wise, I would expect fewer Asia. Sorry, there's no Oceania or whatever, so no Australia really. I know there's plenty of people in Australia burning the midnight candle with me. I should have done Asia / Oceania. Is that Oceania? 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 I'm Antarctica. Yeah, right. Only people that live in Antarctica are like scientists. How's Asia beating Africa? Well, I would imagine just trading is probably more popular in Asia. You have some really interesting Asian markets to trade. I don't know. Yeah. Antarctica has bad Wi-Fi. Australia also has bad Wi-Fi, right? Doesn't your guys' internet speed suck in Australia? Not anymore? Oh, well, that's good. They're still watching yesterday's stream. That's funny. Okay, so I mentioned longs. Here's VWAP and PDH on ES. Here's a 15-minute demand again. You know, if we actually get some downside momentum, I would expect 15-minute to crack, but I still kind of like the upside here. just because the dips have been getting bought. So I don't know if I want to take any more XFA trades because minus $400 is way too much for these accounts. It's hard to watch NQ when it's moving upside down. Australia jokes. You're in cold, frozen England? I bet it's colder here, man. It is frigid. Let me give you guys some Celsius. It's -8 Celsius. Feels like -13. Ugh. Disgusting. All right, here's 15-minute demand again. The NA on the pulse stands for North America. All right, I'm going to try this on the XFAs. This is my last trade on it. I'm just going to stop out under these little wicks. See if we have a little juice. I don't know. No, don't. Too late. May just be a quick stop out here. Yeah, quick stop out. All right, we'll call it a day there. Not my not my kind of day. That's well, like 4 losses, maybe more than 4. I think it's 4. I did the Globex one. 2, 3, 4. I think 5 losses. Ugh, it was just terrible. But you know, I don't hate it. I mean, I hate the price action, but I kind of like the fast little sell-off here. I like demand holding, and I liked ES did get back above VWAP there, so I didn't hate it. But I do hate this price action. So, a lesson learned. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and head out though. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody! Thanks for hanging out, and see you guys Tuesday. Markets. It's a holiday Monday, so I won't stream. But yeah, have a good weekend, and see you then. Later.